good, people? This is low S.P.M.G. Supreme Prez. Yeah, Supreme Prez. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that real quick. The whole Supreme Prez thing. Supreme Prez. You know, there's a lot of people that say they don't recognize the whole Supreme Prez rank, but let me explain to you what a Supreme Prez is. Supreme Prez basically rules over the whole patch, be it auto club, MC, baseball, basketball, wedding planning, anything that has to do with SPMG, that's where I fall into place. You know, I don't claim national prez because I'm not a national prez. Now, just real quick for the people that do claim national prez, I'm gonna teach you a little something. A national prez has at least 5 chapters, and each 5 chapters has to be at least 100 miles from each other. So if you got 5 chapters and you're talking about the 5 boroughs, you're not a national prez. So I can't claim that, but I do claim to be the last word of SPMG. So that's where it comes into Supreme Prez. And for you non-believers, Supreme Prez, I would say late 70s, early 80s, my step-pops was a Supreme Prez of the Ellery Bops. It was an OMC, and I wish one of y'all motherfuckers would tell him you don't recognize him. And also, I got a spot right now. Take yourself to, there's a couple of Hispanic OMCs. I'm not gonna name names because we don't do that. But go into their house right now. Got about 1,000 members. I would say right now the mother house, there should be about 10, 15 heads over there. Go in there and tell they Supreme Prez you don't recognize him. See what they do to you. So yeah, I'm a Supreme Prez. You recognize me, I don't give a fuck. I don't recognize you either. And since we on that topic, you got people that say they don't recognize AVP, they don't recognize captains, lieutenants. Who the fuck is you not to recognize that? You know what I mean? These people put work in. You know, my AVP, love them. My lieutenant, I love them. These are guys that they stand up, they do what they gotta do for the club. They on call any day. Vice President, of course he's there, but Vice President works. Who gonna step up if I'm busy? We need somebody gotta step up. You're talking about 70, 80 members. You know, we need somebody to go. We need to go 10 people here, 15 people there. Who's gonna go? We send the AVP. Why the AVP? Because he helps the Vice President. He holds it down. Good dude, loves his team, voted in. Everybody gives him respect. He's the AVP. So you don't recognize that? I don't understand that. But yet you want to recognize these fake ass presidents, these fake ass vice presidents don't do shit for their club. You know what I mean? That you want to recognize, but you can't recognize a nigga that get a little tag on his vest because he a stand-up dude or female, whatever it may be. They stand up, they love their club, they put time into their club, they deserve to get some type of recognition for being that person. So auto clubs, we make the AVPs, the captains, the lieutenants. So salute to all you AVPs, captains, lieutenant, we recognize y'all. I respect what y'all doing, keep doing what you're doing. Fuck what everybody else says. At the end of the day, they can keep recognizing those fake presidents, keep recognizing all these fake motherfuckers that, oh, I'm gonna make a club today, oh, I'm gonna get a patch, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, yeah, I'm a president, oh, my brother, that's my brother, I'm gonna give him he gonna be my vice president, cause he came out my mom's place, and that's my brother. Yeah, go ahead, keep on respecting all of that and forget about the dudes that are really doing something for their clubs. And while you're not respecting it, stop taking that motherfucking $10 at the door. When that AVP comes and he signs and he gives you $10. When that lieutenant comes to your door and he gives you $10. If you don't respect them, why the fuck you keep taking their money? But we're not gonna talk about none of that. We're gonna go into SPMG, you dig? You know what I mean? SPMG, that's solo pa mi gente. Translated to English, only for my people. No, that's why I stopped for a minute, pause. I'm gonna let you think about that. It's not a racial situation. It's only for my people, only for the circuit, only for the people that live the lifestyle that I live. Only for the people that are doing what I do, that are supporting the community, that are riding out in their cars, that got like 50 brothers that didn't come from the same mother, but he's your brother from another mother. That's what we do. That's solo pa mi gente. I respect all y'all that wear this motherfucking vest. If you deserve the respect. Where is that? I don't know. Where? Right here. You read that right there. You know what I mean? You read that right there. You see what that say? Yeah, zoom in on that right there, right here. You see that? You got to earn that. You know what I mean? This is what we do. You know what I mean? I respect you if you earn my respect. Once you earn my respect, you got it. We good. You know what I mean? Now that's S.P.M.G. That's all about mi gente.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history?
All right, the history is all about mi gente. All right, going back to Himrod Avenue in Bushwick. I roll up, my cousins was taking other stickers off their cars. See, back then it was the Wild Wild West. Back then was no, yo, you gonna wait for this, or yo, you gonna do that. Back then was basically borderline gang status. You know what I mean? You was borderline just wild, like it was throwing on the vest and doing whatever the fuck you want. That protocol that we are trying to respect now because it became a bigger and better thing, that really didn't exist back then. It was back and forth. So when I rolled up, my cousin and them was putting stickers on their cars. I seen they was about to get into it. Somebody, I joined the club right there. I was like, yo, fuck it, that's my family. And that's where it started. Then we moved to 20 Wyckoff. This was like in '94. That's why, if you peep, it's the original Wyckoffs. See, original Wyckoff was in '94. We got the club. That was 20 Wyckoff. A lot of people know about that club, man. That club was serious. You know, our first party, the whole 83rd precinct went and shut that shit down. We shut down the whole Wilson Avenue. It got real ugly. You had a lot of OG clubs come down. You know, that was a real big thing for us back then. So we started like in '94. You know, we had the whole baseball team. You know, we was winning trophies. You know, we got wild. It was about, I would say, 200 members easy. We used to roll up on trophy parties. Shit used to be ramped. It was fun, man. Nigga was young. It was about 100 pounds ago. Nigga had long braids, all that sexy shit. Yeah, I was having a good fucking time. So basically, that's what it was. That's where we came from in '94. We came from Himrod Avenue, moved to Wyckoff. Wyckoff, we got our first house, and we've had a house ever since. Ever since 20 Wyckoff in '94, SPMG has always had a home. We've always had a club, or we've always had somewhere to stay. We went from a club to a studio to 299 to M1, back to 299. We broke the wall, took another roof. We got another roof. We got that one over there. We pizza shop, bottle boutique. I mean, that's basically, we do a little bit of everything, man. You know, this is about the love, man, the love of the lifestyle. You know, that's what SPMG is, the love of the motherfucking lifestyle.
Can you tell us a little bit on how the game was back then as to what it is right now?
To touch on that situation, I'm a believer that the game hasn't changed, man. Like, you know, a lot of people be, oh, yo, back in the days, the game was this. No, back in the days, you was young. Your wife ain't had you locked in. You was able to go to all these trophy parties. You was able to stay up 2 days straight, rocking out, going to party to party to party. You ain't had your kids. You know, that you had money to spend because you was living in your mom's crib or something like that. So the game haven't changed. It's just most of the OGs, we got older. You know, the game is still the same. You get these young cats that they open up their club, that they chasing trophies, they going to every function. You know, they really into this game hard body. I mean, so it haven't changed. It's the same lifestyle. What I think is, it's getting better because now you got older people that can school the young guys. You know, back then you didn't have so many people that would school you. So now if you want to reach out to people, there's actually people you could talk to that have been in this game 22, 23 years, 25 years, that could actually tell you, yo, you know, this is how you get into it. You know, it's changed to the fact that, to touch on the OMC situation, the outlaw situation has changed. Yeah, the outlaw has changed the situation because look, back in the days, I won't say we disrespected, but we basically threw vests on and we threw our patches on, we rocked out. So there was nobody telling us, yo, you could do this, you can't rock that. It was a different world. You know what I mean? In that sense. Now, what I think has happened is so many people have ran to the outlaws and ran to the OMC asking them for help. Like you got your car club and you can't hold your own, so you want to run to your cousin because he's in the OMC and you want him to hold you down. Then before you know it, they're holding you down every day, and then it turns to now they're involved. Then one thing leads to another. Now everybody's choosing sides. So that you didn't see so much back in the days. You didn't see so much OMC presence as you do now. I love it though, like, cause I get along with everybody, man. Like, I love the OMC, man. I love their whole culture. You know, I believe the outlaw and the AC is a different world. So I believe, you know, the rules that you have to apply. In other words, like I was talking about captains and lieutenants and all that. For the AC, for the MC and outlaw, you can't have that. For the AC and outlaw, it's a certain protocol you have to follow. Like MCs have to follow the OMC protocol because you're living their lifestyle. You're riding motorcycle, you're rocking vests, and you're basically mimicking their lifestyle. So it's only right that you follow their protocol to the letter. You know, AC is a different world. You're in a car, you know, you're going for trophies, you're going for car battles, you're going for different things. It's more of a family thing. The MC, I think it should be held at a different level, more up here with the OMC as per AC be held to their own rules, their own situations. Yeah, as y'all know, you know, I fuck with the movement. You know, the movement. Basically, the movement was brought up in the studio. We had the studio back in the days, and a couple of us was together. You know, I've been in other federations, from the World Is Ours Federation. It was very good, but that was back in the Wild Wild West. Like I said, back in the days, it was a different world. But we decided to come up with the movement as, you know, what it says, a movement. You know, we decided to get a couple of clubs together. I think it was Keeping It Real, Dream Team, SPMG. You know what I mean? We got down, then the clique, Phil came through, and we decided to cross the bridge. Now, that was a very touchy situation with the BX, because at that point, the BX and BK wasn't really fucking with each other as much as now. You know, the movement, everybody talked about it. Everybody talked about, yo, we're gonna have meetings, we're gonna have this, but the movement actually went out there and got in touch with some real good brothers. You got Storm 300, Bound by Honor, you all. You know, we really sat with these cats and we got together and we came up with a board on both sides of the bridge. And we decided that we're gonna start supporting each other hard body, like really, you know, day to day, supporting each other, doing meetings. Like we made it a situation where we actually became part of each other's lives. And out of that, it spurred a lot of other clubs. So then we brought in a lot of clubs from the X, we brought in a lot of clubs from BK. And see, the whole thing of a federation, you know, no, I don't say one federation is better than the other. You know, I just love my federation. And the beauty of a federation is this: if there's an issue, it's a phone call, a quick phone call that it gets taken care of. You know, whereas, say you don't know these people, you don't, like, say if we didn't cross that bridge and I didn't know Storm, I didn't know you all, I didn't know these cats, something happens in the X, I don't know nobody, what we gonna do? We're gonna bump at somebody's event. You know what I mean? Now, all I gotta do is get on the phone and call my brothers from the X. They'll reach out to the X, they'll find anybody in the X that needs to be found, or I'll find anybody in BK that needs to be found. We'll have a sit down, 9 out of 10, the thing gets resolved before the next event. That was the issue before. You have these events coming up and people are handling their situations at these events instead of having sit downs before that. Why? Because they couldn't reach out, there was nobody to talk to. So now we have that communication, we have that place to have a dialogue, we can sit down, we have these meetings, we have these situations that don't blow out of proportion because we all together. You know, it's very easy to do a phone call than to do a drive-by. So that's basically how the movement came along. We do plenty of charities. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and give you my resume because it ain't hard to see what we do. You know, the movement actually is everywhere. Like, we're everywhere. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, we do all type of charities. We do charities with people outside the movement. We do charities within the movement. The clubs in the movement do their own charities. You know, there's a lot of things going on with the movement. We just recently opened our doors and we decided to take in a few clubs. We had to stop because it blew so fast. Like, so many people like, yo, 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 because they know what we're about. You know, they know that we're about the positive, we're about uplifting our community, uplifting the other clubs, helping the clubs out. If you come to the movement and you say, listen, I'm fucked up, my team needs this, or somebody on my team, you know, house caught fire, or whatever the case may be, the movement's gonna hit you heavy for that. If God forbid there's a funeral or whatever, we in there, we support each other, and that's what a federation is. It's not only about the trophy party. The trophy party is a beautiful thing, but in all reality, you know, we're gonna get support regardless, whether it's from the movement or not from the movement. So it's not just about a trophy party, because in all reality, I had 150, 160 clubs sign my books at my trophy party. The movement is about 30, 35 clubs. So I had another extra 100 and change clubs come and sign my books. So it's not about, oh, I'm gonna get in this federation because I'm about to blow. Nah, we're just a family-orientated coalition that supports each other, and it's good to know that you have that support, definitely from X amount of clubs. That's the beauty of the movement. You know, we're gonna keep going. Like we have a lot of things for this summer, man. A lot of things. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
What's the future for SPMG?
All right, SPMG right now, as well, I'm about to become mayor of New York. SPMG is definitely on the rise, man. We definitely doing what we do. You know, we got Club 299. It's in the makings. You know, it's taking a little longer than we thought because there's always a new thing coming out or a new type of DJ equipment or some new TVs, and we just keep getting current. Like we're trying to bring Vegas to Brooklyn. So with that being said, SPMG, everybody knows my team, they eat with me. They eat with us. We eat together. You know, me and my partner, anything we do, we keep in mind the team. You know, if I'm gonna pay somebody to be a bartender, I'd rather put one of my members through school to be a bartender. If I'm gonna pay a chef, I'd rather put my member through school to be the chef. If somebody's gonna clean the floor, it's gonna be one of my members. If we're gonna get tattoos, we got my member, Tattoo Mike. Anything that's gonna happen is gonna be in-house. I believe in giving my money to my people. I believe in supporting mi gente. You know what I mean? That's why I say only for my people. This is gonna be something that's gonna be in-house. M1 staff, 299 staff, that you know is my people from SPMG. And yes, they get paid. I don't work, you know, you got a vest, don't mean you're gonna work for free. My people get paid. There's a job like any other job, but I will hire in-house first. So where do I see SPMG going? I see us going to the moon. I see us going everywhere. You know, we fix cars, we do music, bridal boutique, we got the restaurant coming, we got 299 coming. We trying to do everything, man. Like I see my team just progressing, man, getting better and better. You know, we got kids that's born into this team. I got 2 grandchildren born into this team. You know, my daughter and my partner, they met in this team. You know what I mean? We got so many kids that came up. We got 3 generations in this team that's coming from small and up. You know what I mean? We here, man. 20 years, this shit ain't a game.
In 5 years, like, where do you see like the whole circuit world?
Well, I really think the circuit is getting weeded out right now because a lot of people are starting to realize it's a lot of fake shit going on. So, and again, I'll bring up the OMC. A lot of people look at the OMC situation as, oh, you know, they're making people choose sides, they're making people, but in reality, the whole OMC thing, it was getting to be anarchy, and now with the whole OMC thing, it's actually starting to be a lot of rules implied that wasn't being followed. You know, the whole taking people's colors, the whole jumping from club to club, that's getting weeded out. I don't know if you realize a lot of people are starting not to get that love. You know, the only thing that stops that is the parties itself, because what's happening is you got a lot of people that they disrespect the protocols, and they're being allowed to disrespect the protocols because you got people that are capitalizing on them disrespecting the protocols. In other words, you get a person leave the club today. They want to start a club. Now, whatever reason they left the club, they still got to give that person 6 months to a year before they can join another club. But they're starting a club tomorrow. Fuck it, I'm gonna start a club, I don't care. And they got something to prove, so they're gonna start blowing up. They're gonna start vesting anybody. They wanna do these numbers. So what happens, they're vesting anybody, now they're supporting clubs, parties, this, that, events, they're giving money at the door. So people are starting to take that money. So you're letting these people violate protocol by taking this money. It's a sad thing. In all reality, you can't do that. You're not supposed to accept that. Once you accept their money, now you're accepting them as a club. So you just violated the other club that they came out of. You know, if you tell them at the door, listen, man, you can't come in because you violated such and such club, you know, you got to give them people their props. That's when things are going to start to change. So until then, until we as a mass, we as one decide, you know what, if that club violated that team over there, which I don't fuck with that team, but just the point of them having a vest and they're a known team and they're out here, if that club violated them, not only am I not gonna support them, but I'm not gonna accept their support to me. You know, a lot of people use the charities. Oh, this club just came out, they're doing charities for everything. You cannot use a charity to get recognized if you didn't follow protocol. A lot of people use that as a scapegoat. They put a vest on from one day to another, they do 10 charities, now they're accepted into the community. Okay, a charity is a beautiful thing, I agree. But you cannot violate protocol and then do a charity and think everything is sweet. Once clubs stop respecting that, if a club ain't supposed to have a vest on, do not support their charities, do not let them bring you money to the door, do not let them do what the fuck they want, you'll have a lot of clubs that will stop popping out of everywhere. So the state is up to us which direction we're gonna go. What's gonna happen in 5 years from now is up to us as a community to decide that if we're gonna stop, you know, accepting the bullshit, because it's basically bullshit. You know what I mean? People are leaving clubs and they're starting clubs tomorrow, like it's cool. But for the record, if you leave SPMG and you want to join another club, I will pay for your vest. Get the fuck out. Now, I'm not the nigga that be like, oh, you gotta wait 6 months. Nigga, take him tomorrow. Somebody leaves my club and they want to join you, take them. You know what I mean? If they leave with beef, they not gonna worry about joining the club because we're gonna be on their ass. So it ain't about a beef. You know, somebody, oh, if they leave with beef, they can't join. If you leave SPMG with beef, you're not gonna be around to be going to parties, so I'm not worrying about that. But if you just leave because you decide, yo, I don't want to be in SPMG no more, I'm telling you, listen, here, take them. You can have anybody that wants to go with you. I'm not one that waits 6 months, 5 months, 3 days. Take them tomorrow, because my people do not leave me. I'm telling you, we in 20 deep, 20 years.
So that being said, what would be like your mission statement for SPMG?
I really want to see my club prosper. I want to see my club do really good. You know, we just got accepted into being an MC and PA. You know, my PA chapter, they're doing really good. We got the Connecticut chapter that they got their whole rank system up. They finally got vested up. They're gonna start blowing out there. They're going mainly into like the old school cars because the president has a very nice old school car, so he's really gonna go towards making an old school chapter out there with just like rides. They're gonna be more into the custom car game out there. We actually have a chapter in Salvador, which is a Salvadorian, literally in Salvador, that they're out there doing their thing. They're into capoeira, the dancing. We have our paintball squad. You know, they're doing really good. The Reservoir Dogs, that's Steve and them in Jersey. You know, SPMG, I think we're gonna do another 20 years, man. I really, really think it, because it's not even the stickers, it's not the vest, it's not we are family. You know, see me in 20 years when you still have your vest on, and you're gonna understand what I'm saying. It's to the point where I really can't tell these guys, oh, you gotta do this, you know, we're family. They know exactly what needs to be done. You know, we have scraped the bottom of the peanut butter together. You know, we've been hungry and then we ate high up on the hog. Like, did it all. And I see us as another 20 years. You know, I see as the business keeps going, I think we're gonna be all right, man. Like, I really feel I got a good team behind me. I really do. You know, I said a joke about running for mayor, but if everybody in this motherfucker would vote for me, I probably could be mayor. We all got vests on, but y'all motherfuckers don't know how to stick together. You know what I mean? If I did run for mayor, would you vote for me? I got a vest on. You got a vest, you know, but motherfucker gonna say no quickly. You know what I mean? But there's the logic. If we stick together, we can make shit happen. You know, there's power in numbers. If you stick together, we can make shit happen. You want them holes on your block fixed? You want the roads fixed? Let's get together. Let's vote somebody into office that's gonna make that happen. But y'all don't think like that. Y'all be thinking funny style. Oh, this nigga just want to be mayor. You know what I mean? No, I want to fix the streets, man. Can you help me fix the streets? All right, but you see my logic? Y'all won't help me. You know what I mean? That's just a joke. Just to let you see how easy it is for us. We get a trophy party. You know, we put $10 at the door. Think about if we all give $5 every month to any cause. It could be fighting cancer, fighting anything. If everybody with a vest on in all these clubs get $5, you know what I mean? But y'all don't think like, that's the way I think. That's the way SPMG think. This is why we do what we do. This is why we got a club there, we got a club here, we got cars, because we put our shit together. You know what I mean? That's what SPMG is trying to do. I'm gonna shout out Storm 300. I'm gonna shout out the whole movement, because if I start saying names, I know I'm gonna forget somebody. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shout out everybody in the circuit. I love the whole circuit. Have no beef with nobody. Nobody. We're good. The movement is good. No problems with nobody. There's no problems in-house with the movement. There's no problem out-house. We have no problems with nobody. The movement got love for everybody. SPMG got love for everybody. Boom. Mad Mike,
Yes, sir.
Hammer, Vito, let me get the dog. It's family right there. We just all day. We don't just hang out sometimes. Together all the time. So when we hear this shit, I'm about to go take a bath and see these niggas in another minute.